you have to do is throw those turrets every game. Actually, Snowy Devil on here means Xerath support and does a really crazy good job of it. But it's because he can just go solid AP and destroys the crap out of their enemy ADC. He's just like, whatever. Runix Hurricane Caitlyn? I've not tried that. We gotta go back to Season 2, guys. Fiddlestick support. Come on now. There's no fiddle support? The fear is the best. What? Well, I've never done a Lee Sin support, but I've seen a Rengar support. It wasn't as successful as I hoped it would be, but it was alright. Yeah, that actually works. And it's only because they're blood brothers. It's like they somehow just mold into one champion that beats the crap out of you, and you're like...
me and my buddy used to do it, and it got to the point where both of us would try to steal each other's kills because neither of us needed it. We killed everybody on the team so quick.
Ooh, is it a Fiddlesticks? They may have heard us talking. Whoa, what happened? Oh, somebody gifted me something! What? I just got Mistress gifted! What is it? Popstar Ari? What? Heck yeah! I guess that's fair, because Popstar Ari sings into a microphone, and I've got the mic in my face all the time, so I'll have to play Ari soon, so that way I can use that mystery skin gift. I know, that was, for some reason, like, the mystery skin thing was, like, hyper-lagged. Oh, is that it? Can't just gift it, so... Amazing Thresh, you bum! You've done a Xerath support like 4 times. Oh, not Xerath support, I'm sorry. It's a Vel'Koz. You've done a Vel'Koz support like 4 different times on my stream. Don't even. So who was it that Lil Expeth picked? He grabbed, Oh, it is the Braum. Okay, I thought somebody traded it because there was, Blackout and Monkey D. Luffy had kind of hovered over Braum when last time they were picking. But it is going to be a Braum support versus a Soda. So putting the headphones on. There we go. So it did. Oh, the tree is trading it around. Come on, Braum Jungle. Let's do this. Let's do this. Braum Jungle all the way. Popstar Ari, too good. Too good indeed. Can I make somebody a regular from here? It's a moderator. I need to make you a regular, or I'm dead. Like I did. Oh, there we go, 3 minutes, sweet. So, let's go over these champions and their players real fast. We have for Price Academy, Adruina, I hate these names, Adruina, playing the Soda support in the bottom lane. Predavisla playing top lane Irelia. Lugi101 taking the... My brain is totally freaking out right now. I'm sorry, guys. Volibear. I know that one. The bear. In the jungle. Ha Sauce playing Zed in the mid lane. Aliuda playing a Tristana ADC in the marksman role. For Team Solo Trash, we've got Blackout taking a Darius in the top lane. Monkey D. Luffy with the... why is he not playing Wukong? Because he got banned out, that's why. Taking a Rammus in the jungle. Arkham's Avenger with an Ari in the mid lane, Direlando with the Lucian in the bottom lane marksman role, and the little Zeph playing the Braum support. So we've got some main tanks here from Team Solo Trash, the Braum and the Rammus, as well as Darius can go slightly tanky on top of a good bit of damage, so they will definitely be interested. I think they're very much looking for some of those, again, the team fighting type champion, 3v3 skirmishes, things like that will be what they want. However, on Price Academy, they'll be looking for the exact same thing. The AoE from a Zed and a Volibear will be very, very nice for those skirmishes. Irelia loves being able to clear multiple kills. Having that support Sona on top of that for healing multiple people is the way to go. So neither team really too interested in picks. They do have kind of that Assassinated champions in the mid lane, the Zed and Ari. However, they definitely want to be grouping. The sooner the better if they can take out a tower and then start to group, because group power is definitely on these teams' sides. I think in the bottom lane, Tristana will be suffering a little bit because the early game push from Lucian is really, really strong. However, mid to late game she'll be able to come back no problem. Especially, it's a good thing because of that Sona support will keep her sustained through the early game and survive, or should at least be able to survive. However, if Braum lands Winter's Bite on Sona plus that Glacial Fissure, and Lucian gets a full culling onto the Sona, there's not much the Sona can do to negate all of that damage from the bottom lane. So we'll see how it goes. Now into your right route and added Valrum as your regular says, thank you, Snow Devil. Thank you very, very much. Also saying, yeah, I love Bell support. Didn't even say thank you for the gift, by the way. I did. I said thank you multiple times. I freaked out about it. I thought it was freaking awesome. So 17 seconds before we get into this third and I think final tonight game of the tournament for the night. However, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., we will be starting bright and early. So if you've played or are interested in playing again, 10 a.m. tomorrow morning to start us off. Nerdacon 2014 League of Legends Tournament. We're starting right now. There's no reason to be right back because we're doing this. We're doing this. You bring your computer and stream what? What? You're going to stream me streaming?
Oh, you're streaming right now?
I'm streaming right now.
I mean, I can't read.
J-A... You're illiterate and you're in college. Wait, that's probably because you need to not be illiterate. There you go. Okay. How did you do in your English classes? How did you do in your English classes? Did you at least make a D? But you can't read. You write really well, but you can't read. Yeah, that's what English is all about, is writing, right? Be better than what? Oh, hey, I don't go either. I'm not at all. I have like 2 friends that go to this college, but they told me about Nerdacon, and I was like, are you having a League of Legends tournament? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, do you have a shoutcaster? And they're like, no. I'm like, do you want a shoutcaster? They're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm there. So, what college do you go to? What college do you go to? Or are you not in college? You had the CDC? Oh, CVCC. Hey, some people work there, so... do you have Ebola? Don't want to get Ebola, guys. That'd be bad. So, I went to KSU for 2 years and then dropped out because I'm a loser. I'm kidding. Alright, so we are just about in-game. Pentakill Sona, Nightblade Irelia, Rune Guard Volibear, Shockblade Zed, and Rocket Girl Tristana makes for a full-skinned team. While on the other side, we have only the Foxfire Ahri. So, does that mean the blue team automatically wins the game because they won the skin war by like 4 and have a full-skin team? They may be able to do that. There we go, in-game now. Let's go ahead and line these players up. We've got Rammus already in the jungle versus Volibear. Top lane Irelia versus Darius. Mid laner Zed versus Ahri. Bottom lane Tristana versus Lucian. And the supports Sona and Braum, finishing us off. So it looks like everyone made it into the game just fine. Tristana a little bit slow to buy her items, but she'll be out of the map and off to start in just a minute. So Braum's going to start off with that Relic Shield. Sona going with the Spell Thief's Edge. Now, no surprise there from these champions. Again, doesn't look like any team's looking for an early invade. Tristana still hasn't bought any items just yet, so hopefully she'll get into the game and get those items sooner than later. She did decide to go with the Ignite route, so she's looking to be very aggressive. Doesn't have heal. Lucian does have heal, however, so we'll see if he lives. The Ignite does eat through the heal. It's a really good... heal is not as effective against an Ignite, which is maybe why Tristana took that Ignite, but we'll see. She also does get all those heals from Sona, and so that's why she may not be interested in getting heal, instead looking for even more aggression in that bottom lane. A couple of wards here from both teams. There's a ward just over the side of red buff down there, and it looks like Volibear is going to be starting blue, as he has Irelia and Zed to be able to leash this blue. The Tristana and the Sona just keeping an eye on red buff before heading to lane, so it means they will be able to make it lane a little bit faster than red team and have a slight XP lead depending on how slow red team is to be able to get there. Team Solo trash as they are slowly making their way down there. And we'll see what happens once everyone gets into lane. I'm really excited about this bottom lane. The Braum versus Sona will be very, very interesting. And then, as always, the jungler Volibear. Jungler Volibear is just crazy, crazy fun to be able to watch. So, red buff being started, double blue buffs being started between these two champions. But that means that Remus will be at that top lane at the same time as Volibear hits the bottom lane side. So they will be on opposite sides of the map when they decide to gank, if they try to early gank like that. Everyone's hit their lanes rather a little bit slow, so Darius does have just a hair of an XP advantage, but we'll see if he can capitalize upon that. Irelia is kind of difficult to take down once she gets a couple levels under her belt. However, her early is the time to punish her, and Darius is definitely doing that, knocking her down already to about half health there. She's going to get the stun on him, that is what she started, but not going to do a whole lot more than that. Farm starting us out here. Lucian a little bit of farm to head. They did get back to lane in time for him to grab a bunch of minions, so he is 8 farm to Tristana's 4, but that's only 4 farms, so nothing too crazy. Most of the action will take place once these junglers really start to hit the lanes and try to get some of these ganks to happen. Direland just continuing to farm in the bottom lane. Tristana playing super safe. Nothing too crazy to speak of when it comes to the laning phase. Instead of Doran's Blade, Zed went with the longsword, so really looking for a little bit more harass. He doesn't feel that he needs the lifesteal, instead going with the health potion for that mid lane. Nicely dodging the charm from Ari. Darius going to pull Irelia and just get a little bit of extra damage on her. The bleed's still stacking. She's going to farm those minions beneath the tower. 7 farm to 15, so down just a little bit. However, slowly but surely, Darius may be able to start snowballing that farm in that top lane, as Irelia does have to go all the way in to be able to get those minions. They are double melee units. In that bottom lane, Lando taking a little bit of harass from Tristana. Nothing too much. Really just continuing to farm in the top lane. It's mostly these bruisers. Darius is going to pull her out of the tower range just to be able to get a little extra damage on her, knocking her down to half health. She is starting to chug those potions. She did decide to start with a cloth armor and 5, whereas Darius went with a longsword and 3 potions, so he does have a slight damage advantage with that longsword. However, Volibear ganking on the top lane, we can't see because in the mid lane there's damage going back and forth. There's that toss from Volibear. The flash from Darius, will he be able to get out of this? The ghost has been used from Volibear. I don't think he's going to be able to make it out, and Volibear picks up first blood. In the bottom lane, Sona very low health. She actually flashed as the Rammus taunt knocked her very, very low health, and however, it was a very, very early taunt. I think there was only one level in that taunt, and so it was very short. The heal from Sona just keeping her up for a moment as Luna now going to get taunted. Braum leaping in, trying to get the concussive blows. There's the Lucian though, double shot, finishing off the Sona. However, the Ignite is down onto Lilith. Ooh, he has the heal going, the potion, but he may go down anyway. He is still alive, so very nicely played. I didn't realize that Tristana was able to play that much damage, but it was also helped by the tower. No kills though, other than red team getting that Sona. So Sona gets a little bit of gold. It wasn't first blood, but in that top lane, Volibear did pick up a kill off of the... Oh, there's Monkey D. Luffy coming here into the mid lane trying to get some damage. There's the knockback onto the Zed and the taunt. He is losing health very quickly, down to 200. Volibear coming in from the sidelines. The flash from Zed is up. He has used it. There we go. Red buff now being used onto Volibear. Both of these junglers. The taunt down onto Volibear. Juggy 101 is starting to heal up with this passive. Can he survive? Tristana now leaping in, getting some serious damage onto Monkey D. Luffy. The flash went out. He is trying to slowly make his way, and now Hansauce chasing in. Can the Rammus get out? There's some daggers, and Hansauce picks it up with a last dagger, and that ends the fight. Blue team 2 kills to the 1 for red team, so Hansauce definitely turns that one around with the help of the Tristana and Volibear. The Volibear passive just too much health to eat through. Arkham Avenger very low health. Oh, the Ignite is down as well. Isn't enough to take her out. She is using a potion, but not enough, and is going to go down. And this Zed is starting to snowball. Already has 2 kills, hasn't backed yet, has the dagger and 34 minions. That is almost 7 minions above the Ahri. So definitely doing well. In the top lane, Irelia just continuing to farm up, 24 farm to 31. Going to stun the Darius, however, he's just going to deal damage back, knocks her down to about half health here. The bleed is strong, but she's not going to go down. Once she hits level 6, it's very hard to finish off an Irelia. She can continue to heal, and she is just about level 6, popping those potions as well. Darius has 2 potions, 2 green, just general sight, not potions, sight stones, or sight wards in that top lane. He did, I think, no, he has not placed either one. There he goes, placing one in the tri-bush, and so wants to make sure that he isn't ganked. Oh, nope, he's placed it and headed towards the mid lane, interesting enough. Rammus tries to look for a gank in the bottom lane, not going to find it, and just back out. Sona and Tristana playing very, very safe now that Sona did die once, giving a kill over to Lucian, who is able to start with a BF sword, and that is huge for a Lucian. He is going to be doing some serious, serious damage. They're still going to be pushing in, looking for an opportunity to move in on the tower. Tristana does have a little bit of that range as it slowly progresses throughout the game, so he's going to try to farm underneath the tower, and she's not bad at farming underneath the tower as long as she can finish off those minions. Midland is still going to be going back and forth. I think she missed that one minion, but there she goes, getting another one. So passively getting gold off of those minions as well. Hot Sauce in the mid lane, maybe looking at going in on Ahri, going to dodge the charm. Nicely placed there, continuing to poke away at Ahri's health. She does have the Spirit Rush available if she decided to go in for the ultimate, but so does Zed, Deathmark up on top of it. So once they go in, they will be going in hard. Tristana now grabbing up more farm underneath the tower. 10,000 gold to 9.6 thousand gold between these two teams. About 1,000 gold difference in the favor of blue team, but that is not a lot. That is a single dragon, and dragon is available at this 8-minute mark, and so one of these teams could look at that charm landing onto Hot Sauce. However, despite a couple hearts going around his head, he's not going to lose much more than that. Volibear sitting right by his red buff. I think he's actually clearing the red buff in the middle of the bush to make sure that if any team shows up, they're not going to mess with it. Rammus does have the blue buff, headed towards his own red buff. Volibear may look at trying to gank this mid lane. Nope, he's just going to clear the white. So playing a very, very safe game other than a couple of bounces here and there. Zed's so hard to lock down unless you land that charm on him. He can continue to just dash through those shadow clones and make it a very difficult time for Ahri to make any poke last. He can actually dodge the Orb of Deception as it's flying through the air by just jumping to one of his shadow. Looks like Zed is headed towards the bottom lane here. There was a ping from red team saying, hey, maybe you should back off, and they did exactly that. Backed all the way to their tower, playing it super safe, which will give Tristana a little bit of breather room. Once again, 40 farm on this Tristana to 76 on Lucian. He is almost twice her farm, and that is huge and definitely will impact the late game as Preda V in that top lane gets a little bit of damage. Hot Sauce down to half health in the mid lane. However, he is, as Zed, well known to be able to burst the enemy team down before they know what is happening. Ahri, the only one on red team with a skin. Can that skin really, well, no, is it Ahri that's, I think, yeah, she has the only one that has a skin. Lands the charm, using the Spirit Rush. He's going to use the Death Mark back on her. Is it enough? She has the health bar going, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. The Ignite's still ticking away. She lives! Oh, no, she does not. The last tick from Ignite, which was hard to see because she has that fire skin, the Firefox Ahri, made it difficult to tell if Ignite was still on her, and that finishes her off. Now 2 kills over to Zed in that mid lane. However, 3 kills because he also got an extra one. Mugi 101 backing off from this fight with Rammus not really interested in going in on that one. 4 kills to 1. Blue team definitely in the lead on kills. However, their bottom lane is struggling so much. I don't know if they can still turn this game around. Black on that top lane gonna just continue to beat back and forth on this Irelia. She did get the help of Volibear last time to finish off the Darius, but he is still punishing her. 59 farm to 57. Sorry, 60 farm to 57, so she's taking a slight lead there, but that's less than a minion wave. Has the double Doran's Blades, so getting some health. She started with the cloth armor, and now has added Doran's Blades to add lifesteal as well as the health, and looking for a little more damage on him. There's Volibear gank. He did have the ward there. Volibear realized there's probably a ward here. Let me go ahead and use the sweeping lens and make sure that I clear these wards. Foxfire Ahri adds 1 tick of Ignite. Because she's on fire, Foxfire Ahri adds a single tick of Ignite, and that was what killed her. Because, hey, shouldn't she be immune to it because she's already on fire? I think she should be immune to the Ignite because she's already on fire. So Aluna in this bottom lane continuing trying to farm, but she is 58 farm to the 101 of this Lucian. The next time Lucian backs, he's going to have a lot of gold. We can actually, oh, that's not what I wanted. That's vision. We should be able to change over. Nope, where is that? Where is it? X, there we go. Change over to see the gold. 1,697 gold. That is a second BF sword for the Lucian if you wanted. Or a Bloodthirster, which is more than likely he's going to pick up. Or maybe go for an early Infinity Edge. We will see. Tristana, however, at 2,300. She will at least get a BF sword when she backs. But still trying to save some of her gold. 40 farm down. Does Lucian want it back? He is full health as well as this Braum. They have just been slowly winning this game. Finally, no wards down here. I guess I just got a really good sense of where the enemy team is. Do you guys see how many wards are in blue team's jungle right now? The red side of blue team's jungle is completely warded. A pink ward behind the red buff and 3 other wards through there, so they can see everywhere this Volibear goes. And the game can't come out of laning phase yet. 4 kills to 1. Dragon still available to go in at the 12-minute mark. Both these teams are getting strong. Rammus just off to the side, level 6. This may be a big gank as Volibear comes in. I think they're trying to bait it in. Here comes Rammus. He's going to immediately head towards the Volibear, and Volibear does get the slow though, and Rammus turns around, not even finishing off that. So complete disengage from that fight. Volibear makes it out. He may be coming back in though, as Ari down to half health here in the mid lane. Going to land the charm onto Zed. Not going to go in with the rest of that, just using those the 3 fire things that she has. I completely whiff on the name of that one. So a Sheen finish for Irelia. She's going to do a little bit extra damage to Darius in that top lane. He going the tanky route. Picked up a Giant's Belt on the back before. They both still have their teleports available, so they could teleport to Dragon if the team decided to go for Dragon. As Darius pulls in Irelia once again, she's going to get some good damage. There's her ultimate going out. He's down to half health. She's just going to back off from that one, wanting to slowly progress her minion lead. 81 kills to 72. Volibear maybe jumping in onto this Irelia. Going to knock her back. She did get the charm onto Volibear, but now Zed moving in, the death marks down as well as I think the ignite taken away. He flashes in to make sure she dies and then jumps all the way back to the mid lane. Now 4-0, 108 farm to 65. He has dominated his mid lane and done a great job there. Ari not going for the damage ride, instead looking for that early beginnings of Azania's. That extra armor that the Seeker's Arm Guard gives is what she wants against this Zed, as well as that Zanya's will mean that she doesn't take any damage from Deathmark if she times it right. So very well chosen by her on that one. Ram is still roaming the enemy team's jungle. The pink ward gives him a lot of vision, going to head towards the golems in the bottom lane. Tristana is just off the other side. She did. There's the pinks from blue team. They saw that Rammus. He's going to back off from that one. Volibear once again head towards the top lane. However, this time Darius doesn't have any ward, so he doesn't know that Volibear is right there. He wants to get the farm, but he's also... Oh, he does have a ward. I'm sorry. It was just off to the side. But Lugi 101 going to go in. The flash from Darius. He is slowed, but he's going to live for the moment. Sona picking up a nice pink ward there. Rammus may taunt her, though. He is going to taunt her, get a little bit of damage, and just kind of troll his way back out of there. Zed headed down here. Braum as well, going to meet them up. Alunia going to find him over the wall, though. There's a pink ward, and that stand aside used onto Rammus, so just kind of protect him a little bit. And Lucian picking up that pink ward, making sure that red team keeps vision in that tri-bush. It is a very contested tri-bush as Volibear continues to attempt to find times to gank down there. There are 4 members of red team collected around Dragon. Lucian sticking around in the bottom lane, so they may not go in. There's the pings from red team saying, hey, we can still try to fight at this red buff, as there's not that many wards here from blue team. Bromdo headed out. There we go. Red team has collected around this dragon. Nope. This, Rammus moving in on Volibear. He's going to taunt him. Are they going to be able to pick any kills off of this one? Monkey do lucky at half health here. There goes the spear rush. A nice crescendo from Sona. Hits 4 people, and that is Volibear being instantly destroyed. The crescendo not enough to finish anything off, and Sona flashes to finish that. The teleports from Darius and Irelia both went down towards the bottom lane. However, a little bit too late to join into the fray. They may try to still pick up something off of this, as a lot of the members of red team are still full health. They only finished off the Volibear, but that was so much damage that is a very, very scary enemy team. Zed and Irelia making their way towards the mid lane. Red team just around the corner. There's those wards again. You want to keep vision on where the enemy is going. Looks like they're not going to go for Dragon unless they try to 2-man it with the Braum. However, the damage onto Harkham's Avenger, knocking her down to half health there is uses the charm, not going to land onto Zed. Here comes the rest of Red Team, though. Winter's Bite not going to land on anyone. 4 members of Red Team collected here in the mid lane. Are they going to try to push this tower? The tower's not taking hardly any damage. Just about, still 2/3 there, just fine. Charm going to land onto Zed. He's got a little bit of damage from her Q. However, the Orb of Deception not really doing a whole lot of damage considering that her ability power is not all that high. She is sitting on 500 gold, so still going to not going to be able to grab that much ability power the next time she backs unless she collects a lot more mains off of this. Blue team with a hair in the lead on gold because of all the kills that they have now, 5 and 2. However, Red team is not out of the game just yet. Alunia continuing to farm in this bottom lane. She is currently 0-1 with 106 farm. Lucian at 150. There's the ghost from Volibear, not going to find the Braum. Lugi 101 just walks away from that one. I don't think Ghost beats a Rammus at full speed, sorry. Also, the Rammus ghosted as well, so both of those junglers using the ghost, and Rammus Powerball beats the speed boost that Volibear picks up, so Foxfire. But for real, this Trist build. Trist has started with that static shiv, so she's going to have huge wave clear. However, she's going to have to deal with the massive damage that an Infinity Edge Lucian brings to the plate. He is 156 farm, 101, definitely doing well. Trying to poke damage on the unseen Zed, who's sitting in the bush there. He did pick up a early sweeping lens and has cleared several wards with it, so definitely making use of that one. Zed still making this Ahri pay in the mid lane, continuing to deal a good bit of damage. He actually jumped back to it. There's this little last spam taunt as he takes almost no damage from this Ahri, who is just struggling to farm underneath the tower. 83 farm to 145. This tower is not going to last all that long, especially if somebody else shows up. It looks like Volibear is making his way there. However, he's going to find a Rammus. Rammus and him kind of just wave in the jungle or wave in the river before backing off. So Tristana is still looking at trying to farm with that static shiv. She's at 114 farm, but it's still 50 farm behind this Lucian as he's now moving in towards the tower. Will he be able to get it? Once again, Volibear's down here in that bottom lane, seen by Red Team's wards, so they're just going to back off from that one. But it's keeping this bottom lane tower alive, and that if that tower goes down, it'll be the first tower of the game and a lot of gold. However, it looks like Zed will be able to clear that mid lane tower. Ahri finally deciding with no mana, she was going to back that Chalice, really not helping her a whole lot when it comes to that mana usage. There's a spell penetration boots coming out, so she's going to try to get a little bit of extra ability power and a Doran's ring. Or a little bit of ability power with the Doran's ring, and then having the spell penetration boots to be able to deal extra damage, breaking through the enemy team's magic resist. Yeah, it was Braum's little laughing taunt in the bottom lane. So Red Team feeling confident even if they are down by about 2,000 gold. That Lucian, just 177 farm, should be able to do massive things once the laning phase is over. However, the Zed may be able to take him out every single time. Braum decides to go straight in. However, they're going to get poke damage onto Tristana, but the heals from Sona just keeps her alive. Instead of focusing the tower, they decided to focus Tristana, and she could just continue to get healed up by Sona, so I'm not sure what their plan is on that one. Maybe continue to slow that laning phase out and allow Lucian's lead to just grow exponentially. However, as the game continues and the AoE crit damage from Tristana just gets stronger and stronger, she's going to be able to farm underneath the tower just fine. You can see her doing that now, continuing to make use of the tower's help. However, they're going to try to get the tower to stand aside. Lucian there as well. He is going to get the tower. However, no, Rammus onto Zed. Can they finish him off? He has Death Mark onto Ahri. However, she's not going to go down. There's that crescendo and 2 members in the bottom lane. There's exhaust onto Lucian. Luna solo help, but Dire Land are going to pick that one up. Stand aside from Braum. Sona, ADC Sona picking up a kill. And now she wants the Braum as well, finishing that double kill in the bottom lane. She did a fantastic job of focusing those Qs onto the Lucian and then turned it all onto Braum despite the concussive blows stunning her. Yeah, stunning her. There we go. So 2 kills over in the bottom lane to blue team. Sona picking those up, but hey, Tristana got the assist gold, so that's helpful, I guess. Finishing off the Cutlass, looking for that Blade of the Ruined King for the extra attack speed and damage. Sona could definitely use those 2 kills because she can pick up more wards with the pink wards as well as the Sightstone, and now has Lucidity Boots. And the other thing that Sona can do, especially with that Frost Queen's Claim, is slow the enemy team to guarantee that crescendo. In the mid lane, the taunt going on to Volibear as the ultimate was used as well. Monkey D. Luffy backing off of that one, using the ultimate to make sure that but Zed was not going to go in on him. Zed probably wouldn't have taken that much damage, but it still would have been a detractor, something that kind of caused Zed to think twice about going in on the Rammus. Zed headed towards that top lane. May look at a kill on this Darius. He knows that he is strong and knows he doesn't have to worry about the mid lane Ari. She's just coming back up. There's the ultimate for Aurelia. She's soaking up the tower damage. Darius going to go ahead and use his ultimate on Aurelia. Is it going to be enough? Flashes in to try to get one last hit, but the death mark finishes and Darius goes down. He wanted to make sure he at least got one kill out of that one, but didn't get anything. And now that top lane tower is going down quick, but here's Ari. She does have Spirit Rush available as well. Going to go ahead and throw that Orb of Deception, but the tower's already gone. No tower to help her out now, and she is just a little bit too deep. Going ahead and using the Spirit Rush to completely disengage from that one. She's running in circles. They headed over to the minions just to try to clear some more minions on that one. So a little bit too late to the party, Ari, but good try nonetheless. Again, neither team has really pushed for this dragon yet, I don't think. Yeah, dragon's still available, so neither team has really tried to go for dragon. And blue team has turned it. They're 3,000 gold in the lead. Red team was in the lead early game, but now blue team slowly taking the lead on that one, especially with the help of Zed in the double kill in the bottom lane. Dragon now being started. However, there's the teleport in. Blue team's going to fight for it. Volibear showing up. Braum with the concussive blows onto Volibear. However, I really showed up for the party as well. Lugi 101 backing off from that one, but that is going to be Braum solo. However, Monkey D. Lucky, the tank Ram is going to survive, and Braum finally goes down. Volibear picking up that one. Volibear picking up a second one on the Rammus. He is on a roll. Is he looking for a third one? Now Howsauce finding out Dire Lando. He tried to carry him into the jungle. Not going to get the kill on that one. Blue team leading so strong now, 11 kills to 4. And Lugi 101 picks up yet another kill, finishing off a long-term triple kill in the river, then to the mid lane. And that was 4 members of red team going down. Only the Ari lived, and that's because she was nowhere near the fight, having just recently backed from the top lane. And they may be able to get this bottom lane tower as well, but a charm not landing on anyone. And that is a second tier mid lane tower going down for blue team. Now solidly 6,000 gold in the lead after slowly having lost the very beginning of the game. They have come back so strong. Dragon is still available for them to pick up, and it looks like they are going to start it. Red team could try to contest it, but they may instead just be looking at picking up some of these extra buffs. For a second I thought red team was going to go for Baron. They're like, if you want Dragon, we'll do an early Baron, but it doesn't look like they're going to do that. And there goes the Dragon, first Dragon of the game, going over to blue team as Louis 101 picks that one up. So this Volibear being a very critical piece to their composition, and Zed having started so early getting so much damage. Now 6-1 is starting to steamroll this game, dealing massive damage to everyone he comes across. Little Zeph just standing in the mid lane. They're probably typing something. Yeah, it looks like he's typing something to the enemy team. However, tanking minions on the way. Looks like red team may be able to get this tower because they don't have blue team there to stop it. And they grab that mid lane tower, so blue team not recalling fast enough to get back to lane and defend that tower. However, our first lane tower and dragon for a second tier tower, that's not all that bad of a loss. Darius headed towards that top lane. He's going to try to get some wards down, make sure they see vision in case blue team wants to try for an early Baron, as well as having the extra gold. He put a pink ward around the corner of that Baron pit, so we'll have some pretty good vision for a while, unless blue team just happens to roll right by. Blue buff going over to Arkham's Avenger, grabbing that one, so she's going to be able to spam her abilities and maybe start to pick up some of that farm that she lost so heavily in early the game. 1-3-1 has an easy large rod, so looking for a Zanya's. However, moving in onto this hot sauce, Zed is so hard to knock down. She's going to get Orb of Deception. He's going to go straight in on her. Charm not going to land. She's going to use the Spirit Rush as well, but here's Darius and Monkey D. Luffy. They want him. Can they get the taunt on him? The pull as well as the taunt. Hot sauce is so low health. He may jump over the wall, but not going to be the... Guys, maybe a little overkill on that one. I mean, seriously, Glacial Fissure you can use as well, just to make guaranteed sure that no matter where he went, he was going to go down. And they pick up the kill on Zed, who was just a little bit too deep at that point. And now Tristana moving into the bottom lane here, going to be able to grab this tower more than likely. But there's the calling from Lucian, who says no, knock you down to half health there. And the tower is still up and available. 12-5 kills, blue team in the lead, but red team's not giving up just yet. Dire Lando now continuing to farm this bottom lane. Braum and Ari are on their way. Will they be there in time? Sona's looking for damage, knocking him down to half health here. The tower's still up for the moment. Ari showing up as well. Orb of Deception, nicely cleaning up some of these minions as well as a little bit of those Foxfires. OP Braum, all Turtlebit Bites, welcome back to the stream. Argument Avenger does have that blue buff still, so able to spam some of those abilities. But Rammus now headed down as well. The blue team does have a ward in that bush, so they see him coming, and they're just going to back off of that one. The Sona speed boost, nice and helpful there. But no, Rammus still wants it. He's going to jump all the way in, exhaust down, but he's going to get the taunt onto Sona. Braum stand aside coming in, starting those concussive blows. He's got 2 stacks on the Sona. However, she may not get a 3rd one if nobody hits her soon, and they don't. The Volibear coming in here, throwing Monkey D. Luffy, but he is just going to powerball off to the side. Little Zeph, so low health as Ari continues to try to kite, has that blue buff, has started the Spirit Rush. Can Little Zeph get back in time? He does! Oh, he's just being taken out by the bite, and the current AoE from the bite on Volibear finishes him as he stand aside to an ally and goes down. So now 3 members of that bottom lane to the 2 members of red team. Blue team still looking at pushing in and getting this tower. They've wanted this tower for a while, and with Tristana, they should be able to get it. The Sona heals enough, and Volibear finishes it off. And now moving in onto Ari. No more Spirit Rush for you, Ari. You're just going to get swarmed by blue team and taken out as well. That Tristana picking up that kill. Hassas now looking for some extra damage, but he may find damage on his own. Monkey D. Luffy just walks straight in and taunts him. He's not getting out of that one, and Monkey D. Luffy, the Rammus, picks it up as Irelia clears minions in this top lane. However, she's taking a couple different tower shots for it. So blue team, I don't know, they're back and forth. They're pushing into the bottom lane, but they also lost their Zed in the mid lane twice now. He is now 6 and 3. Not really grouping, looking for this hard 3 every lane push is really what they're doing. It's just every single lane they're trying to push as hard as they can, and it's slowly being successful. 4 towers to the 2 towers of red team, but it could lead into a big mistake from trying to steal the white does. It goes to Lucian, so steal the white away from blue team. Luna just jumping over the wall. Dragon will be up in the next 2 minutes. However, both teams have a little bit of ward around the dragon and aren't really focused on that. Volibear kind of deeply warding red team's red buff jungle. Luna clearing some golems on the way back, wants to make sure that she has as much gold as possible. 2,000 gold is what she's backing with right in the moment. However, she may look for more before she finishes that final bat. Blade of the Ruin King finished on her, where a Infinity Edge Triforce has been finished on Lucian. So both these ADs will be doing serious damage when they go in. Zanya is finally finished by Ari. However, the Yumi's Ghostblade and Blade of the Ruin King have been finished by Zed. So he is going to be so hard to lock down with the speed boost from the Yumi's Ghostblade. Cutlass also finished by Irelia, so she may be looking for a Blade of the Ruin King as well. So many people with Blade of the Ruin King. It will be very useful against the tanky line of Braum and Rammus. However, Monkey D. Luffy looking at going in. Kind of falters and says maybe not. There are 3 members of blue team hanging around here. Pink War's going down. Dragon up in 45 seconds. That's why red team is collected around here. Ari just off to this side. Now Darius has showed up as well. No reason to teleport where you can just walk to lane. There's that sweeping lens going to make sure they clear that ward. However, that means that all 5 members of red team have been seen in this dragon. And Irelia is headed towards the top lane. So maybe she's interested in teleporting if there's a fight. However, Monkey D. Luffy coming around the sidelines looking and engaging on this Tristana. She may jump off to the side. Buster Shot just going to back him up. However, the taunt going to go down onto Sona. There's no way she's going to live through that much damage. Lucian picking up that kill. So they definitely killed the squishiest member of blue team. There's pings for Zed to move in towards that mid lane tower. However, that may mean the sacrifice of Dragon. There are 4 members here. Okay, so a lot of people are recalling, Darius just going to go ahead and teleport straight to that, say, I got this, guys, don't worry about that, and clear those minions. But now Zed's headed with Irelia to try to tackle this top lane tower. Braum saying, hey, it's Braum saying, hey, we can take this dragon if we can get the Lucian here to help out as well. Rammus tanking out. So they do lose the top lane tower, but they're going to get this dragon in trade for it. And unless Volibear can steal it? Nope, he doesn't. Rammus gets him with the smite. So Luigi 101 exhausted. He's going to try to run his way out of there and should be able to make it out. Glacial Fissure going to knock him up. And now Rammus gets the taunt on him. However, he's going to lose a good bit of health. Tristana just over to the side. There's a teleport in from Irelia. Luigi 101 is still alive. The calling going to do a little bit of damage, but everyone makes it out alive. Teleport burned by Irelia. Monkey D. Luffy, are you typing something? You can't celebrate your life even though you went down. Irelia moving in now. Little Zeph being taken out as well. They're trying to get out of this Lucian. He's going to flash Relentless Pursuit. However, Hassas is not done with him yet. He wants him. He's going to jump in. There's the death mark. So much damage on to Diorlando. He's taken out jumping back underneath the tower. No chance for Darius to catch him out. And now with this minion wave, they're pushing in onto this second tier tower. Luna going to take a bit of damage from the the Deception Orb over Deception. However, jumping in, Buster Shot as well. The Ignite Bleed, maybe enough, and it does! The Ignite and Bleed effect from her E is enough to take out the Ahri. So all of these players just so confident with their champion's damage and abilities. They are just destroying Red Team one member by one, and now they have taken every single outer turret the Red Team has. However, hit her in the middle of jumping, so she finished the jump. No taunt went down, and Tristana backs off from that one. So 18 kills to 7. Despite Red Team taking Dragon, they are still down almost 10,000 gold. Blue Team so strongly in the lead. Rammus headed towards the top lane, going to just try to clear some minions. Tristana leaps into the bush and then starts to recall. I love the leap recalls that you can do. You can actually hit recall when leaping into a bush, and that way you're instantly recalling as soon as you land in the bush. It's pretty fantastic. Neither team has run for the Baron just yet. Both teams have pink wards on the Baron. Blue team has one in the pixel bush just outside of Baron, so they have vision if Red team heads towards it. However, Red team has a pink ward in the middle of Baron. So it's funny because both teams think that they have that Baron warded, and the enemy team doesn't because they have those pink wards. But neither pink ward actually sees each other, which is kind of cool. So Red team trying to get back up there and farm. Hassas looking towards the top lane, but realizes that a Zed into the taunt of Rammus may not be appropriate. There's pings from blue team. However, that Darius Braum may find Hassas. The slippery Zed hard to knock down. He's just going to head towards the mid lane and grab up even more farm. He's not only... Yeah, he finished a Tiamat as well, going for the Hydras. Has boots of mobility, so he has so much movement speed and damage. He has all of the actives. Blade of the Ruined King, Yuma's Ghostblade, and Tiamat. That takes a confident person. They did clear the ward. Oh, Hassas finally finds the pink ward. That ward has been sitting there since I think like the 5 or 6 minute mark, which definitely means it has been worth its money. The Red team now instantly collecting around this Baron. They saw the pink ward go down and say, hey, we need to be here in case they start doing Baron. Tristana did back in that bottom lane, so they don't have Tristana if Red team wanted to fight. Now Red team's collected around here. Ahri in the mid lane. Everyone from Red team is really close. They're going to clear pink ward there as well. Make sure that they keep this vision on Baron as much as possible. Are they going to catch somebody out here or not? Lugi 101 in the bush here as Red team continues to move in towards the mid lane. These middle first tier towers have gone down, so no one has to worry about those towers if they decide to fight. However, this fight may decide which team is stronger depending on how things go down. I'm actually going to be prepared to do some slow-mo action if we get into that, because I'd love to start doing slow-mo. I forgot that I can do that now that I am solo casting. When duo casting you can't do slow-mos, but I am single casting, so slow-mos it is. Blue team headed. Just going to clear a ward there. Ahri continuing to just farm up on the side. 18 kills to 7. Is blue team going to go for Baron, or are they going to go for a fight? They are definitely in the damage lead. 3 Blade of the Ruined Kings finished. Volibear with a Thorn Mail as well to negate that damage. 3 Randuin's Omens finished on Red team. So you can see the kind of the difference in damage versus armor between these two different teams. Zanius has been finished on Ahri, as you said a while ago, but she also has another needlessly large rod, so definitely has some damage. Finish that first level of the Chalice of Harmony to make sure that she gets at least some mana regen throughout the game. Last Whisperer now finished by Lucian. Try to get through a little bit of the armor of the enemy team. That Thorn Mail is just so strong, so both teams kind of playing it safe. Again, that 10,000 lead by blue team. They know that they're in the lead. They're slow pushing in, trying for a slow but guaranteed victory. They don't want to make any mistakes. Dragon is down for another minute and a half here. Red team just continuing to try to farm these waves and keep blue team off of this tower. Blue team now starting to kind of roam a little bit, heading towards the top lane, kind of bouncing back and forth between these lanes. Charm not going to land on the Hassas. However, that Orb of Deception will land. Rammus just getting ready to engage if there was something to happen. The Powerball not going to go down on that one. I like how Sona continues to speed boost the minions closer and closer to the tower, so that way they actually push in a little bit faster than they otherwise normally would. Sona get a little bit poke onto Ahri. This may be the engage that we're going to have here. That is going to be... Whoop, I got to slow this down. There we go. So Zed going in super far, Deathmark onto Lucian. However, that Irelia is going to be caught out. The Glacial Fish are going to knock her up underneath the tower. The consecutive blows onto Volibear means he's going to be tanking the tower as well. Red team finishing off 1 kill on the Volibear. The Zhonya's from Ari keeping her alive for the moment. Nice wall from Braum is going to stop this Irelia from finishing her off immediately, and she lives through that one. So 3 members down for Red team. Zed got instantly nuked as soon as he jumped to the backline looking for Lucian. However, the Deathmark did finish him off, so that is a 3-for-1. Red team very slowly coming out in the lead there. Now the gold lead has been dropped by 1,000 gold, which isn't much. There's still about 10,000 gold in the lead. The teleport from Darius, he heads towards the bottom lane, instantly heading for the tower. I don't know if he'll be able to finish it off, as he doesn't have that much damage, having really built solid to tank this game, trying not to die. Tristana moving in very, very quickly. She does have home guard boots, and he does, so Blackout does finish off the tower. However, it probably is at the cost of his life. Buster Shot gonna back him, it may actually save him. She does have her jump up in a moment. She's just gonna flash. I don't know if that was worth a flash. Really? A flash auto attack to finish him off? But I guess if you guarantee a kill, you guarantee a kill. So gets the kill onto Darius. Put a little bit more gold back into her pocket. Has another BF sword, so it's doing serious damage. And the dragon is available, so blue team could try to pick that one up again. 56,000 gold to 48,000 gold. Red team now picking up a blue buff as well. Welcome back, Turtle That Bites. Caps are a little bit different there. So they made the 2 manning the dragon, Tristana and Sona, too strong. The heals from Sona enough that she could just tank the dragon, and Tristana deals all of the damage. So blue team with even more gold, back to that 10,000 gold lead, headed down the mid lane. The last time they tried to fight under this tower, it was not successful. So what are they going to do to be able to make a successful team fight? They did kill Lucian, but that was it, and they lost a lot of people and didn't even get the tower off of it. So where are they going to go? They could try to get the Baron, could try to bait Red team. Red team doesn't have any wards down there at the moment, I don't think. Yeah, Red team doesn't have any wards on the Baron buff. Definitely should get some wards on it. However, they can generally see where blue team is going simply because of the minion waves that keep vision on blue team. Charm not going to land onto Hassas once again. There's the speed boost from Sona. She comes in saying, "Hey guys, I'm here and ready to fight." Ooh, Rammus looking for an engagement around the back lines. However, just going to spin to win his way out of there. Nice try onto Zed. He's going to go in. Deathmark onto the Ari. However, maybe not enough. She's going to jump back into a crescendo. Not going to land. Spirit rushing off to the side. She's going to live for the moment. There's Ari. Oh, there's more of a deception hitting him underneath the tower. Zed goes down. Now Sona caught out. Darius pulling her underneath the tower. She's got a lot of damage. Volibear is behind the inhibitor line. However, he's not going to kill anyone. And now Braum getting the consecutive concussive blows onto Tristana. The flash from Lucian guarantees that kill. So that is another 3 kills for 1. Ari did go down. The red team is slowly but surely coming back. These mistakes from blue team going underneath the tower and not getting anything off of it means that red team now could head out and could try for this Baron. They have the Braum and the Rammus to tank it, as well as Darius and Lucian to do damage. But I guess Darius technically counts as a tank because all he has built is tank. They just do not die, red team. And as the damage dealers of Lucian and Ari, one of them always lives in these team fights, and they may be able to get Baron. Irelia and Sona not able to do a whole lot to be able to stop them from getting this Baron. And Baron does go down to 4 members of red team, which is huge. Now cutting that gold lead down to about 8,000 gold. So that's 2,000 gold back towards red team, and they definitely are still looking to try to win this game. Monkey D. Luffy killing these minions in the mid lane, just pushing it a little bit. The main thing is that they need to not be caught out, and red team has continuously grouped really, really well. If blue team pushes in and tries to get the inhibitor yet again, things are going to look very, very bad for them. The last 2 times they have been very unsuccessful. Can they do it once again? They still have a substantial gold lead, so they're still going to be doing really, really well, but I don't know if it's just enough. Spirit Visage finished by Volibear, so looking to get even more tanky. Zed with now a Hydra is finished. Starting to build a little bit of armor, realizes that, hey, maybe he doesn't need to be shut down so quickly, so going to build a little bit of armor there. Tristana has the Doran's Blade, the Last Whisperer, and the BF Sword, so she should be sitting on some pretty good gold. 2,000 gold she's sitting on. Sona has the Mikel's Crucible as well as that finished Frost Queen's Claims, going to be slowing people, but her entire crescendo completely wasted on Ari in the middle of her Zanyas. Not that successful. 21 kills to 13. Dragon is not available. It just went down. I'm sorry. I think I missed who grabbed that. Blue team probably grabbed that once again. But a full Baron buffed team. Oh, Ari even came back in time to get the Baron buff. So Ari respawned in time to get the Baron buffs. That's a full Baron buff red team. They need to make use of this. They need to push down the mid lane and grab a tower, or at least grab a couple of kills off of it. Zed headed here. He's going to get a little bit of damage onto Rammus. However, they're just going to finish off that pink ward, try to regain some of this early vision. They had deep vision in blue team's territory at the beginning of the game, but didn't make good use of it. Now they're going to clear another ward. Blue team tentative to be able to engage on a fully Baroned red team. However, that Baron buff is ticking down slowly but surely. So will blue team try to fight this, or will they simply defend until Baron is gone? They are in the lead still by quite a bit of gold. However, I don't know if they want to fight it. Red team backing off in the mid lane. They say, we know that we have the Baron buff, but we're not interested in fighting just yet. We're just going to slow push down this mid lane. Darius finally shows up and says, hey guys, okay, I'm sorry. I was just checking around, you know, grabbing a ward here, grabbing a ward there. Clearing these minions. They are going to push down this mid lane, so red team doesn't want to fight as much as just push in. They do have some pretty good range on that Lucian and Ari to be able to try to get this mid lane tower. However, that Tristana is going to be doing a good job around a little bit of a lap dance there. The wave clear from blue team is so strong. I don't think the red team's going to have an opportunity to be able to get in on the tower unless they just go all in. And they're still down enough that I don't think it's worth it. So this Baron has just been completely wasted by red team. They haven't really done anything with it other than make use of the gold that they have. They still are down in almost 10,000 gold, so they don't really want to fight because they know that blue team still has a bit of a gold lead. However, that Baron buff would be useful if they decided to fight. Blue team once again pushing down this mid lane. Dragon up in about 38 seconds here, so they could go grab Dragon, but the last 2 times they've tried to push down the mid lane has been unsuccessful. Here they go trying once again. Hossos clearing these minions. They did decide to make the call. We're going to head down the mid lane. Zed knocked down to half health there from the Ari Charm and Orb of Deception. However, he's just going to get killed by Sun and head back out. Dragon now up in 16 seconds, so they should be able to grab it without any problem. Red team just too scared to leave the base. And I think the fact that red team is too scared to leave the base is going to be their downfall. They didn't get anything off of this Baron. The blue team very carefully waited the Baron buff out and are going to be able to pick up a Dragon as well. Red team could be there and could fight it, and instead they aren't. Darius cleaning up that top lane, 161 farm to the 260 farm on Irelia. In the mid lane, Zed 300, almost 400 farm on the Zed to the 222 farm on Ari. This is a 43-minute game. The next fight really determines who wins this game because the respawn timers will be in the 40-second mark, and that is a long time for the enemy team to destroy your base. Neither team has lost inhibitors yet. The only real difference between these two when it comes to base is the fact that red team has lost all of their exterior turrets and blue team has that top first and second tier turret. Somehow they still have not lost that top tier turret just yet. 21 kills to 13. Will this be the fight that we're looking for? They're going to go in. Can they finish off? That's going to be Volibear. He's going to be slowing people, and then he's got the concussive blows onto the Braum. He's going to go down. Crescendo hits Monkey D. Luffy as he's trying to back the rest of the team now moving in. The jump from Tristana. Monkey D. Luffy completely caught out. Exhaust as well. That's the 2 tankiest members. Buster Shot knocking him straight through the minions and finishing him off as well. So that is the 2 tanky members of red team finishing those, or blue team, sorry, taking both of those red team members out. However, that means the 3 damage dealers and Darius are still sticking around. He's going to pull in the 1 tanky member of blue team. I don't think it's going to be enough though. Ari and Lucian still in the back lines. That tower is going down quick. Volibear, however, is losing health. He may go down. The bleed effect not enough. His heal from his passive too strong, and that is inhibitor being taken out. The charm, Orb of Deception from Ari not hitting anyone as they back off. So blue team got those picks that they wanted. The Baron buff went down. They grabbed the Braum, followed with a Rammus, finishing off both those tanky members, and red team had nothing to reply with that. So that is 2 more kills over to blue team, and now they're going to back off stronger than ever with an inhibitor down as well. So definitely taking the lead. Lucian actually picked up a Merciless Mercurial Scimitar. So building that into a Zephyr, more than likely. I can't imagine him building anything else with that. Already finishing off a Rabadon's Death Cap to go with her Zanya, so looking for a little more ability power there. Finally going to output a bit of damage. However, Zed now, having finished a Guardian's Angel, going to be very hard to finish off. Sona picking up a even more tanky item, Locket of Iron Solari, giving her entire team a shield boost if the enemy team does a full engage. However, it's just going to be even more of a support item for her. Rammus going ahead and powerballing in to throw down a ward. The Baron buff is not back up yet. They do have the timer on it, whereas blue team does not, and it is going to be up in the next 12 seconds. However, red team really in no shape to be able to grab the Baron buff. They have to defend this mid lane as super minions are pushing in. Braum still typing out things OYZ. Arkham Adventure trying to continue to clear these minions in the mid lane. They do have a ward on Baron buff, but I don't think red team is going to be able to stop blue team if they decide to engage. You can see there blue team pinging head to both the top and the bottom lane towers. Do they want to split push, or are they going to focus on one versus the other? Zed was pushing in that bottom lane before backing out. However, he is still headed back. Irelia slow pushing that top lane, making sure she gets all of that farm for the extra gold. In the mid lane, the super minions are still pushing in, including Volibear, who's now sitting at almost 4,000 health. It's going to be a very, very hard Volibear to take down from that one. Red team's Lucian and Braum are hanging around in that mid lane, just clearing those super minions. Darius headed towards the top lane, trying to stop this Irelia from pushing in, and as Ari in the bottom lane. This is not good. Red team having to split their champions. They play really well when they're grouped. However, being as split as they are makes things very, very difficult. So now Darius may be caught out here in the top lane. He's the only member up there. Lucian finally making his way up there. The rest of red team collecting towards that lane. However, Ari and the Rammus need to be careful. They're putting a little bit of wards down, however, they're standing on a ward themselves. The charm not going to quite land on Zed, and now the Spirit Rush used from Ari, she's getting out of there, does not want any of that. The rest of blue team coming in there. Winter's Bite from Braum not landing. 4 members of blue team. Guardian's Angel also on Tristana, so she is going to be very hard to kill as well. That tower's going down extremely quickly. Are they going to engage underneath the tower? Looks like they're just going to farm these minions and wait for the next mini wave. They do have minions pushing in the bottom lane, headed towards the tower, but that is going to be a very slow push without anyone there to help them out. And here come the minions. Can they get the tower this time? Tristana finally has that late game range that she wants to be able to poke the tower, but looks like she's playing it safe just off to the side, waiting for red team to try to engage in a fight. Again, they've had very, very poor success with being able to move in and grab towers when the tower is up. And so they do not want to fight underneath the tower like they did last time. Lucian split, headed towards the bottom lane, or mid lane, sorry, to clear some of those super minions, and having a little bit of a rough time about it. However, that means that there's only 4 members of red team here. There's going to be the Sonia's from Ari Command so early, crescendo down onto 3 members of red team. That might be the end of this as Zed picks up 2 kills, the Braum and the Darius. The taunt from Rammus saving Ari for the moment, but that's going to be a second inhibitor down. So blue team just walking in so strong, and now that late game Tristana moving in onto the second tier turrets. Lucian nowhere near to be able to help out with the damage. The taunt onto Volibear, he may go down, but it might be the end of the game anyway. Lucky D Luffy finally gets finished. The shot picking that one, massive damage onto Lucian, and Luna, so Lunia backing off in the bottom lane. Second inhibitor going to be going down for red team as Zed picks that one up. Can they finish this off? Arkham's Avenger trying to grab this kill onto. Nicely timed charm takes her out as well. And now Dire Lando using the culling to try to stop some of the damage. However, or to get some damage on the enemy team, he's going to be taken out. Sona finishing off a tower in the meantime. However, this Ari still wants kills. Sauce going to be able to Guardian's Angel taking her out. She timed her charm perfectly before. She might time it again perfectly this time. The heal from Sona going to keep Sauce alive. And now Sona moving into the second tower. She's going to get charmed though. She moved on. However, Zed now death mark onto she's going to maybe be finished off with the help of the tower. Braum coming in here. Going to start those concussive blows. He's going to need 2 more to be able to finish him off. Flashes in for a 3rd one. And Winter's Bite's going to stun him. And the ultimate for the ace! Finishing off a beautiful kill. Beauty points over for little Excess on that one. He may lose the game, but he has style points, and that is for sure on that one. Finishing off with the ultimate. What a crazy way to do that. So now down almost 15,000 gold. Red team on complete backline trying to defend the base. The Superman's pushing in. Braum just slowly stunning the heck out of these super minions. Doesn't have any damage, to say the least. Just trying to clear it a little bit here and a little bit there. These death timers are so long, though. The Zed, I think, had a 50-second death timer. Lucian finally coming back up. However, Red Team is still in the game. They are not done just yet. If they kill the most effective members of the Blue Team, they could potentially push in for a win, as the death timers are just so ridiculously long right now. Ramus using the ultimate just to clear off some more of those minions. Darius in that top lane finally starting to build a little bit of damage. Has the Vamp Scepter as well. Frozen Heart and Randuin's Omen. So super tanky, but you realize that he needs a little bit of damage on top of it. Alright, finishing up for Guardian's Angel. She's going to live. So that is going to be Dragon yet again going over to Blue Team. I think that's their third Dragon of the game. Baron buff is up. Volibear did ward it. However, the game's not over for him. The Baron buff hasn't been started by either team yet. Braum coming in here, going to see that pink ward and slowly clear it. All five members of Red Team are just collected around this Baron pit. However, they have those super minions pushing in. Blue Team pinging that bottom lane tower saying, hey, we don't even really need the Baron. We're just looking to continue to push Ari in that top lane and continuing to clear some of those minions. Try to stop these super minions from pushing in. They need their inhibitors back up before they can fight outside of the base. They're just going to back off once again. We wanted to make sure the Baron wasn't going down, got their wards down, and then backed safely to the base. So they're still alive. There is going to be Volibear, Zed, and Irelia pushing down here. Luigi 101 going in, going to get charmed by the Ari. She actually threw the Orb of Deception in the wrong direction. Monkey D. Luffy just forcing these minions to back up a little bit. Dire landed with a lot of damage now, trying to continue to clear that. Has a Cutlass as well, so looking for that Blade of the Ruined King. In the bottom lane, Tristana is going to be doing some serious damage. The calling down onto Irelia. However, the pull from Darius is going to pull two members. This is going to be the 4-member knockout from that, the crescendo onto 3 members of Red Team. That is going to be Irelia and Darius being taken out. However, the tower is still up and doing damage. Tristana now leaping in. Ari is still alive and has Guardian's Angel. So the jump from Braum going to keep Ari up for the moment. Zed now trying to back off of this. However, Concussive Bulls is going to lock him up. He goes down, facing the mountain onto Lucian, making sure that he lives through that one. The bottom lane turret did finally go down to minions, as well as the mid lane turret. However, Red Team did pick off 4 members of the enemy team, so they're the only one alive. And there are 60-second death timers on a number of these characters. There is a chance that 2 members of Red Team could just hyper push a lane right now and be able to get at least a couple of towers and maybe an inhibitor off of it. However, they have lost everything of their base as minions now push in. They have no opportunity to be able to push in or to push towards the enemy bases. They're simply dealing with super minions across the map. They did have that inhibitor respond in the mid lane, so all of their inhibitors are back up, and they're just simply trying to defend these inhibitors so they don't go down again. Still 30-second death timers on members of Blue Team. It's going to be a while before they're back up. And that gives Red Team enough time to recuperate, grab more gold off of these super minions that are pushing into their base, back buy even more items. Blade of the Ruined King finished up on Lucian. Braum grabbing just a health potion, a red potion, to make sure that he has a little bit of extra damage and health. A lot of everyone's abilities are back up and ready to roll again now that these timers are just so incredibly long. They're headed towards the mid lane. Haven't really they have all of their inhibitors back up. They've played a really good defense game. Blue Team never interested in just pushing in for a win. They're just so confident on their win. But the fact that they keep losing these fights means that they can't finish the game off just yet. They are all up. However, a lot of members of Red Team are looking extremely strong. Can they push in? How much gold does this Ari have? 2,300 gold. So she could look for even more pain. There's Blue Team finally looking for this Baron. But now that they're looking for Baron, Red Team doesn't have to worry about Superman's pushing in. They have all their inhibitors back up. So they're going to be able to ward and kind of a lot more comfortably move in just to keep an eye on this Baron. And they started Baron, Zed taking just a hair of damage before moving out. Red Team just off to this side, going to see them headed towards the mid lane. And they're going to go head right there towards the mid lane to try to stop them. Zed and Tristana are both here in the mid lane by themselves. Sona and Volibear grouping now and saying, hey, wait, we want to make sure that these guys, our squishiest members, are still hanging in there. This Irelia has built more damage than she has tank with the Blade of the Ruined King and the Triforce. However, that Randuin's Omen and Spirit Visage are going to help a lot. Ramus is super tanky with 3,000 health and a ton of armor. but can he finish anyone off? He also picked up a Guardian's Angel. So red team on the aggression now. There's Rammus moving in, gonna take a little bit of damage, but Tristana may be cut out. The charm onto Sona. She may go down before there's a chance for her to be able to help the team, and no crescendo from her. A huge ability has been completely lost for the next 60 seconds. Red team now may have enough tank to be able to take out this mid lane tower. Lucian here as well. Rammus wants to take it, but the rest of red team says no, let's grab the minions before we do it. And they actually, with the minion wave in the top lane, picking up another tower there. So they got a free tower in the top lane thanks to the minion waves being pushed out. They have all of their inhibitors up. Don't have to worry. Zed may sneak around and try to grab some of these inhibitors as the rest of red team's there. He is. Zed is looking to backdoor Xpeke style and go for the base. However, does red team see him? I think they may have seen him as they all are running away now. They're looking for this Zed. Rammus on the pursuit. Zed already starts the recalling, so Zed nicely distracting red team, saying, hey, wait, we have to go back and make sure that our base isn't taken out. And Zed gets out. There's the charm onto I think Tristana or Irelia, but the Spirit Rush used from Ahri just to make sure that she lives. They do not want to die, and blue team has successfully stalled the game long enough to be able to get the Sona back up in 10 seconds. Will they try to fight once more? Red team was on the aggression. They're back now. They've bought even more items. This is a 6-item game across the map. 56 minutes in. This game could go all the way to an hour. 93,000 gold from blue team, 78,000 gold from purple team. Lugi 101 in the mid lane here. He is almost full health there, continuing to regen. Blade of the Ruin King up as well for a lot of the champions. 3 Blade of the Ruin King finished. 6-item builds on everyone other than Braum. Which team will fight to a finish as we get to the end of this game? Haas has still that Guardian's Angel available. Rammus with the Guardian's Angel up as well. The Aria Guardian's Angel is down, however, will be up just a moment. Red team on the aggression, not going to land the charm onto Aria, onto the minion. However, 3-man crescendo. There's a really jumping straight to the back out of Lucian. Arkham's Avenger exhausted as well. They're going to be picking up Darius and now moving in. The Guardian's Angel used on Rammus, so you're going to be coming back up. But the 2 tanky members stuck with all 3 members of these guys are going to be taken out one at a time. Zed finishing off Braum, Tristana finishing off the Rammus, and now while Lucian did pick up a kill on Aurelia, he may be able to finish off Tristana. He does! He is low health, though trying to kite now. He is extremely low health. He has the red buff, but the speed boost that Volibear is going to have catches him out. Zed's alive, Volibear is alive, Sona is alive with 60-second timers, 70 seconds on that Lucian. Ace over to blue team. Zed moving in. All they have to do is finish one inhibitor off and go straight for the Nexus. There is nothing that will stop this win going over to Price Academy. They surrendered, finishing the game off over to Price Academy. A hard-fought game all the way to the very end. Red team just cut out a little bit with a 3-man crescendo from Sona, and that finishes the game